Got quite a few steps to get still tonight. Fair amount of sitting down, I guess. It's a little bit later than normal for the walk. Yeah, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're going for a walk. Looking to get 10,000 steps in. Today, um, we're about halfway there, counting. And we're streaming on TikTok, going live. Went live earlier and got 100 push-ups and 100 squats in. My daily hygiene workout, and now looking to hit that 10,000 step mark. So thanks for joining. Coming along this journey and walking with me. Is it your first time in my stream? Where are you tuning in from? We're also streaming on YouTube. We have some folks showing up here. Gassim Raza says, F you. Okay. Arthur Florentino says hi. How you doing, Arthur? Username 666 says hi. Hello, hello. Hello. Tyler Weber says, you look like White Fire Lord Ozai. I don't know what that is. Arthur says, oi. BMC, dang bro, you got a long beard. Yes, I do. Yes, I do got a long beard. Hey, Ronaldo likes the live on TikTok. Thank you for liking it. Appreciate you. Arthur says hello. Hello. Gorgon Black says the squirrels must love you. Yeah. I like squirrels. I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Female Noah, the street oracle, is tuning in from Connecticut. How you doing, street oracle? Doggo524 says hi. Hello, hello. Tyler Weber says from the Avatar. Right on. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking the live. We're going for a walk. Yeah, got a lot of hair up top too. Doggo says bye. All right, Doggo. Doggo524. Thanks for joining, stopping by, saying hello, joining the chat. Appreciate you contributing. Appreciate your contribution. BMC on YouTube says, cut your hair, bro. Won't be doing that. Doggo, where are you tuning in from? What are you up to tonight? What time is it where you're at? It's almost midnight here, Mountain Standard Time, in the Southwest U.S. And we're going for a walk, just looking to hit our steps goal. BMC says it's about 2:45 a.m. in U.S. East. Right on, right on. Do you have short hair, BMC? How you doing, baby cakes, buddy? We're on TikTok. Charlie and Travis. BMC says their hair is shorter than mine. Yeah, I got a little windy out, huh? You got long hair. Had long hair for a long time. There's some tradition, I think, in Viking tradition or Norwegian tradition, where when you lose a parent, they shave the sides of their head. I don't know if that's accurate. I just vaguely remember it, hearing about that. If you know anything about it, let me know. But I'm not generally inclined to cut my hair. BMC on YouTube says, you look like you're from the mountains. I feel like I'm from the mountains. A little bit of a nature guy. I like nature. Normally, if I go for a walk in the daytime, then we'll see things. Not usually squirrels, but like gophers, rabbits, birds, lizards, flowers, and we'll share those, look at them together. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. We got some folks that come on the walk with me regularly. I haven't been walking as regularly because I've had pretty big job and then some family stuff, so not as regular with my not as consistent with my live stream walks as I'd like to be. But when I don't have those things going on, I expect and have been pretty consistent. Going usually 7 and 7, like 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I go for a walk, but schedule got shook up pretty recently. A lot of nature guys smoke a lot of cannabis. Yeah, I suppose you're right. It's not really my thing, but I think it's medicine. A lot of people need it. A lot of people need medicine. Um, Happy and feel grateful that I don't need strong medicine right now in my life. You know, uh, just high quality food and water, coffee, stuff like that. Not tea. Don't need much to be happy at this point in my life. And I'm healthy enough that I don't have a need for a lot of that stuff. BMC says they don't they don't need it, they just want it. Well, I think that there's folks that do need it, and then there's folks that want it. I'm not trying to judge folks, and because I'm not in their body, I don't know what they actually need or what, if it's a need or if it's a want. But I would say the same about any medicine. Like, I don't know. I don't know if somebody needs, I don't know, name any pharmaceutical drug. Like, I don't know if anybody needs that or if they just want it. It's between them and their doctor. So it's my hot take. I understand where you're coming from, though. It can certainly seem like that. And certainly some medicines are abused, um, but ultimately things that are taboo today were once regularly given out by medical professionals and things like that. And it just goes back and forth. A lot of it's just propaganda, you know, like money driven, money driven stuff. BMC says, I know monkeys used it to gain knowledge. Well, news to me. I don't know that. Never heard that personally. Where are you tuning in from, BMC? Are you on the U.S. East Coast? BMC says, dolphins bite pufferfish to get high and pass it around to each other. I have heard that. BMC is from Florida. Right on. Right on, right on. I haven't been to Florida yet. You born and raised? Do you like it there? Dolphins are pretty wild, animals. So much to learn about them. They do some pretty silly stuff. BMC says it's very hot. It is summertime in the U.S. BMC says it's very hot in Florida. Humid too, I presume. A lot of beach. Have you been to the West Coast? Any beaches on the West Coast? BMC. It's very hot here too. It's the desert. It's dry here. Very hot. It's overcast today. As you may see, we still have clouds in the sky, even though it's 5 to midnight. Good wind, good breeze going. Hey, Jay, thanks for liking the live. Appreciate you. BMC says, I like the waves at the beaches. Me too. Me too. I like sitting at the edge of the beach, the edge of the ocean, just looking off, seeing how vast it is. It's like we've explored space more than we've explored the ocean. So incredible, uh, unfathomable, the depths and what all is down there. um, it's a pretty incredible feeling. BMC says you sound like Eagle Flies from Red Dead Redemption 2. I am a voice actor, but I don't know that character. So thank you for sharing, because I'm not acting right now. This is just how I talk. So if there's somebody that I sound like naturally, I'll have to check them out. Eagle Flies. Thanks for that. You play a lot of video games? BMC? What does BMC stand for, by the way? Good morning, Mr. Stark. Stark Industries, all the way from Berlin, in the house. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Are we having toasted oats with protein today to start the day, Mr. Stark? Pokey X Knight says no one has been arrested yet, and no arrests were reported. So I'm going home, and I am not sure what happened in this situation. But the truth was, the people in charge had been. I see. All right, Pokey Knight. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your contribution to the chat. BMC says space isn't real. What do you call that? What do you call that? This right here is the moon. Stark, just a cup of coffee today. Whoa. Are you on a cut? You looking to reduce, my brother? Cup of coffee sounds incredible right now. I won't have one because it's almost 1 to midnight, 1 minute to midnight. And I just want to get this walk in and get some rest, get ready for tomorrow's impact workout. I think I'm gonna get enough rest tonight that I can join. So we'll see how that goes. My schedule's been wonky, as I was telling BMC, who says space isn't real, and I'm still confused by that. What do you mean? Stark's always on a cut. Okay. Trust the bulk, bro. Trust the bulk. Too fluffy, you know. Oh, come on. Bro, you're not too fluffy. Not in my opinion, okay? I'm looking to main gain myself. But yeah, I hear you. I want to recomp. I don't want to like lose weight, but I just want to switch out some of that fat for muscle. I'd rather have muscle. Make sure I'm off the Wi-Fi here. Nope, I'm still going to do that. There we go. BMC says the stars are not balls of gas. In the Bible, they're fallen angels. God made the moon and the sun, and the astronauts went underwater for the moon landing. Earth isn't a sphere. That sounds stupid. I see. So you're saying you're a flat Earth believer? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Yeah, I don't believe that it is. I agree that the Earth is not flat. BMC says there's a blue dome over it. That's what you see, and the ground we stand on is basically a sphere cut in half. I see. It's a pretty bold claim. It's not flat or squished. That sounds stupid too. Okay. All right. Well, uh, what evidence do you have of this claim? Have you traversed the world yourself? Your claim is not a widely held belief. Stark, just having coffee today on a cut. Are you going to the gym before work or after? BMC on YouTube says, when I look back and read the Bible, then listen to atheists and the Big Bang Theory, it doesn't make sense to me, because if we evolved from monkeys, why are monkeys still here? You're saying a lot. The question is, if evolution is real, humans evolved from primates, then why are there still primates? How you doing, Bill? Bill Jones has joined the chat. Says hello. How you doing, Bill? Welcome, welcome. Sounds like someone's making noise music. Could be like a windmill, though. Oh. BMC says, don't make much sense, huh? Bill says, it's my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Bill Jones. Happy birthday, Bill Jones. Well, BMC, I think that there are uh, cases of evolution occurring right now in various stages. You know, not everything, not every creature evolves. Evolution takes a lot of time. Uh, the what I've heard is the key to evolution is time and death. You know, but spontaneous evolution sounds like what you're looking to uh, observe, but that's not how it works. BMC says, I'm sure we evolved, but not from monkeys, but by the different weather conditions and different ways of living that changes our body and skin. But, not sure what you mean by that. Doggo 524 says, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So I'm curious what you're claiming here. What exactly do you mean by that comment, BMC? Sometimes I think BMC on YouTube says sometimes I think what if there was nothing at all, no God, no consciousness, it would just be nothing. What time is it in Florida? Bill Jones, what'd you do for your birthday? Doggo, where did you go? Why did you leave us? Of course, you're welcome to come back, but BMC says it's almost 3:10 a.m. Got to go to sleep. Yeah, I mean, you're dropping some heavy topics, you know. I think they're worthy of exploring, but uh, what if there was nothing at all? No God, no consciousness. You think it would be nothing. I mean, I'm not sure. All I have is my experience right here. You know, my life, my body, my experience um, can speak to none of those things as an expert any more than anyone else. Doggo took a nap. Naps are awesome. Love me a good nap. BMC says, I can't think of what it would be because we never experienced that. Well, yeah, I mean, all you have is your life. And really, all you have is this moment, right? Right now, 3:10 a.m., 3:11 a.m. in Florida on YouTube with me, with Doggo. Like, this is your entire world right now. And what else is there? All we have is the present. You can't jump forward in time, you can't go backward. So, this is what we got. We got a real Doggo. Doggo is all about that moon. Oh, the moon is tucked away in the clouds because it's there. I believe. Oh, there it is. It's there, but it's hiding. A moon. BMC says 80 years compared to infinity is just a tiny speck of time. We only have so short time to live and have nothing to look forward to except documents written thousands of years ago. I agree. Sad moon. Sad moon. I don't know if it's sad. It's just tucked away. It's just enjoying the fluffy clouds for a little bit of rest. The moon is taking a nap. I agree that 80 years is very short. It's a short blip in all of existence and beyond. Like, hey, Natalie. Natalie on TikTok has joined the chat. We're also streaming on YouTube, Natalie. Thank you for liking the live. Looks like you got a little yoga person there. Do you do yoga? I'm a yoga person myself. Oof, oof. BMC says if there's any evidence of everlasting paradise, everyone would be almost perfect, but there's just writings. Yeah. BMC says, I think it's just to be the nicest person you can try to be, achieve your dreams because people will remember you in the future. I think you should be kind. I think you should be, you know, considerate. I think there's a common decency, you know, that we ought to consider adhering to social norms to some degree. And yet, I don't know if nice is necessary all the time. Considerate, yeah, compassionate, of course. Put yourself in other people's shoes. I think golden rule is kind of a good way to look at things. Um, you know, treat others as you would want to be treated yourself. We got a barker. Uh, Doggo says, "Where are you? Where are you, Doggo?" I'm in the Southwest United States. BMC says, "If anything that happens in the world which the Bible said would happen, then I'd have proof, but right now it's just hope." Man, I do not have any hope that the Bible things come true because it's just a lot of brutal stuff. I don't see any of that as ideal, my personal opinion. Doggo says, "Happy moon." Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, happy moon. It's the moon out where you're at, Doggo. What's up, Bradley? BMC says, "But if it does happen." I can't live that way. I can't manage to the exception. My entire life, there's been no evidence. So, you won't be prepared. What time is it for you? It is a little after midnight. A little after midnight. So, I'm being quiet in my neighborhood. I don't want to wake people up if they're sleeping. Okay, check that out. Here's that. Moon has come out to play. Here's the moon. There's the moon. BMC says, "Been staying up all night, Doggo." Doggo says, "Same. What time is it for you, Doggo? Where are you tuning in from?" I think religion and that document is more about control than anything else. I would like to read the books that burned in the Library of Alexandria. Well, sure. Yeah, because it's been rewritten by kings and all that stuff to suit their needs, which have never been for the benefit of the plebeians, you know, the average folk, the masses, if you will. Well, we live in America where there's a Constitution. There's very much supposed to be a separation between church and state because we broke free from England so that we could have freedom from religion and freedom of religion. They go hand in hand. Separation of church and state. It's a tenet of what this country was built on. And I think it's important we remember that. You broke your hand, doggo. How did you break your hand? Did you just now break it? Are you okay? Yeah, but oh, you're just kidding. Okay. Wouldn't it be a paw anyway? BMC says the Bible is a historic document still, not by the religion. Yeah, but how many revisions and, we already talked about it. You want to read the old ones, right? Translations, revisions to suit the needs of the few. I don't think that's very useful, personally. Who does? Doggo liked and subscribed. Thank you very much, Doggo. I got 10 push-ups with your name on it. Do push-ups for subscriptions. You too, BMC? What? Thanks, y'all. Thank you, Doggo. Thank you, BMC. Get some push-ups in for you. It's a little late at night, but we still got flowers. We still got flowers out here. We still got flowers. Aqua, you liked and subscribed too. Yo, what's up? What's poppin'? What is WSP for you? I got what's up, what's poppin'. Wicked Sucker Punch. Hey, man, you guys, y'all are coming in with the subs. Got push-ups to do now. On top of my 10,000 steps. My day is almost over. It's almost 12:30 here in Mountain Standard Time, but it went well. All things considered, not too bad. Well, let's check on our steps. It might look like I'm frozen here, but I'm not. Too bad. We're over 8,000. Bomb on TikTok is here in the chat. Says, "How's it going? How's it going, True Vacaball?" There's something behind you. Yeah, there's everything behind me. Everything behind me, all the way up until it's in front of me, because Oh, the lag is because I went to check my steps. I came out of the chat to see how many steps I had. So pardon the lag. Don't go. It's temporary. Let's see. See, just a short little lag. Anyway, for your subscription, I will do 10 push-ups. Yeah. So if I'm checking my current step count, then it will lag because I closed the application. But I come right back. So we're over 8,000 steps, so we have about a mile left to go tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Aqua Plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Doggo. 524. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for BMC. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thanks for joining the chat, taking a chance on this streamer. Aqua, where are you tuning in from? It's almost 12:30 a.m. here in Southwest U.S. Hey, Doggo says yay. BMC says I have a question for you. My dad was 31 and I am 8 now. He is 2 times older than me. How old am I? I'm not sure, BMC. Not sure how to answer that. Doggo says I do some too. Yeah. Get your push-ups in. Let's go. Aqua lives in Germany, north side. Awesome. We just had Stark Industries tune in not long ago. He was starting his day out in Berlin. So he must be 6, 7 a.m. there, something like that. Are you just starting your day, Aqua? Aqua Plus. Yeah, I think Stark probably already jumped off the chat and went to work. 9:40. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's already gone. Doggo, you finished. How many did you do? How many did you do? BMC says it's actually a trick question. I said was 31, which means he's dead. So I'm now 15 and a half, since 15 and a half equals 31. Doggo did 20. Oof, oof, yeah. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. 20 push-ups. Nice job. Jose Flame. Que paso, amigo? Jose says this better be Nick Offerman. Oh, I'm not Nick Offerman. I'm Nathaniel J. Burns. What's happening? Jose Flame is over here on TikTok. Staying positive. Oh my gosh. Hello, staying positive. In the house. Okay, Jose. Thanks for tuning in. We're streaming on YouTube and TikTok, and this is not Nick Offerman. But thanks for joining the chat, Jose. Doggo says they did 20 push-ups with one hand. Hot diggity. Those are tough. One arm push-ups. Dang. Doggo says I have a YouTube channel too. Cool. What's your YouTube channel? Aqua Plus says, what do you do? What do you do if you become famous and rich? What will I do? What will I do if I become famous and rich? It's a good question. I don't expect to. I already am rich. I'm famous among peers. You know, I'm popular with people that I care about. Yolanda staying positive in the house, but then she left. I haven't seen her in a minute. Hope she's doing well. It sounds like you're walking on sandals. Yeah, Jose, I got my slides on. Yes, sir. Going for 10,000 steps in these sandals. I've already, we started out this particular walk a little over halfway there. So, and we've got about a mile to go. It's not bad, bro. It's not bad. BMC on YouTube says, I like to wake up in the morning and sleep again so I can have lucid dreams. Hypnagogia. Hypnagogia is the state between wakefulness and dreams. And yes, you can induce lucid dreaming by staying in the hypnagogic state as you're describing. So very cool stuff. Doggo524 says their YouTube channel is DOGGO524. Right on. Well, we'll have to check you out. If you go to one of my videos on YouTube, leave a comment, then I can find your channel. Aqua Plus says, party, damn, photos, smoke. What is that? BMC says, I control my dreams, but I never remember them. Isn't that the rub? That's the tough stuff right there. You know, maybe have a pen and paper by your bedside or a recorder, which you're on your phone, I presume, is probably available on your phone via an app. And just first thing, train yourself first thing, right when you wake up, grab that pen. Some people grab the phone. You know, maybe you need to evacuate or whatever, but build that habit to write down what you remember. Say it out loud. Dreams, if you want to remember them. We got a message held for review, folks. It could be a troll. Drum roll for the troll. Aqua says, are you naked? We'll show that. No, I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts and sandals, as Jose Flame called out. BMC says, I hate waking up sometimes. I just want to stay in my dream forever because it's so cool. Totally get that. Totally get that. Yeah. Yes, I am not wearing a shirt. It is overnight here, and I'm walking, doing push-ups. So yeah, and there's like nobody out anyway. Nobody would care. Aqua Plus says, I got a question. If you walk 2 or 4 miles, are you tired after that? No, not generally, no. I am a little bit tired because it's the end of my day. Um, but just the 2 to 4 mile walk, not especially. Not especially. We got a barker. Got a barker doggo. Can you hear the barker? Aqua says, it looks like you're a Viking. Well, sometimes I feel like a Viking. BMC says, Aqua is taking screenshots of you. LOL. How do you know they're taking screenshots? Doggo524 says, that's me. Hello, hello. Aqua says, no, I'm not. Well, I'm taking video of myself and putting it on the internet, so what are you going to do? Screenshots are okay, I guess. I don't know. Not really concerned about that. Somebody did a Lamar Jackson edit. They're like, grab the camera, and then they clipped the video, my live video, and made a different video out of it. So I do allow my videos to be remixed, I think. So, it's just part of being being part of the community, the creator community. Aqua says, can you do a backflip? Video is good too. Well, thank you. No backflip. Not right now. But I do cartwheels. I do stunt rolls. I do handstands, headstands. I'm a stunt man. Backflip is likely in my future. Not focused on it right now, but would be a cool skill to gain. Can you do backflip, Aqua? BMC says, have you ever seen a demon? Hmm. You gotta define what you mean by that. Doggo, the moon is tucked away again. I don't know if you can see any of it. Just that tiny little bit there remains right now. Yeah, so we are streaming on TikTok. How you doing, Nate? I'm Nathaniel. Nice to meet you. And we're also streaming on YouTube. So we've got conversation kind of bouncing back and forth. Sometimes YouTube is the big talker tonight. We got BMC, Doggo 524, and Aqua Plus currently in the chat, as far as I know. BMC says a demon is a bad spirit, and have I ever seen one? BMC says, I saw one on video and I saw one standing over my bed. Wow, that's intense. I'm sorry that you saw a bad spirit. How did you feel about that? Just gonna take a pause here. Got a message held for review. So, can I get the troll drum roll, please? Okay. Wow, that's intense. I won't read that comment, but they BMC relieved themselves. All right. What's up, Mazar? How you doing? Well, that sounds awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Sheesh. Doggo says I left because my phone was low. That's okay, bro. You can come and go. That's a frustrating situation in BMC. I can only imagine. Silver Fox in the house. How you doing, Silver Fox? How you doing, Rob? Doggo, where are you tuning in from? BMC says, I'm glad it didn't enter me because I've watched exorcisms and my pastor said there's a generational blessing in my family. Well, sorry you had to see that. My understanding is that people have done exorcisms and caused Uh, a lot of people, a lot of bodily harm, even you know, ending them because they thought there was some evil spirit inside them. It's very sad stuff. Brutal, gruesome, unnecessary torture. For what? BMC says, because my bloodline, there was a lot of pastors and preachers that were blessed. Doggo says, what time is it for you? We're approaching 1 a.m. It's like almost 10 till. Got a little rock in my shoe. Ooh, here we go. You saw people levitating? Is that what you're saying? Never seen anybody levitating for any reason. Okay, doggo. That's a silly thing to say. That's not a real time. Happy. It's hiding behind the clouds still. You can just see a little bit. BMC. A little girl was possessed and started levitating and spinning very fast. The guy passed out. I don't know what you're saying. You saying this is something that you saw with your eyes? Doggo, boy. Woof. Thanks for joining the chat, Doggo, and celebrating the moon. I hope you have good doggo dreams. Okay. BMC says it was an old video. Well, I imagine that it looked very real, but I'd never seen anything like that in real life. Okay. Yay. BMC says, I would pass out if something started levitating and spinning. I think a lot of people would. It's kind of a normal reaction to that experience, I think. If I saw a human being levitate and start spinning around, whoa, that is a loud bug. Yeesh. Anyway, if I saw something levitating, like a human levitating, and then spinning around, yeah, I would be pretty uncomfortable. Might pass out too, or run. I don't know. What would you do? How you doing, Camila? Going for a walk. Getting our 10,000 steps in. Streaming on YouTube and on TikTok. We wish Doggo sweet Doggo dreams. They're going to sleep, going to bed. BMC, I would be very wary of any videos that you watch. You know, just stay curious about how things look and how they happen. I'm in the entertainment industry, and we make things like that happen all the time, but it's not a natural phenomenon. It's not a supernatural phenomenon. It's done through rigging and planning and hard work to make it look real. So I would just be very open to the likely fact that any levitating or spinning around without some additional apparatus or assistance is the reality. Or is not the reality of what you're seeing. So, you know, can't believe everything that you see. That's why they call it movie magic. BMC says it was from Onion, the dark web. I would say that's even less likely to be real. We got a cat. See if I can show you this cat. It's a cute cat. Oh, kitty. I mean to disturb you. Why were you there in the first place? I'm curious. Maybe I don't want to know. I think there's plenty on the regular web to satiate your knowledge, right? Michael Jordan or LeBron? You trying to age me? I don't follow basketball. I couldn't tell you. I don't follow sports. You have an opinion. I'm interested to hear it though. Um, which would be on top and why? BMC says, well, MJ is better. Okay. Why do you say that? I suppose that some people would say the opposite. I'm going to check my steps so it might look like I'm lagging. And we're back. We hit our 10,000 mark, so now it's just the trek back home. Got hiccups. Maybe it's just one. Maybe we can stop the hiccups. There's that moon coming out to play. What happening on? Goes or Nova in the house? No, I did not run. These are 10,000 steps for the day. And so I will go for a walk when I'm like my days off. I don't have a gig. I'll work out with Impact Athletics Association, 5:15 a.m. And then I'll go for a walk at 7 a.m., do some yoga in the park, and walk home. And I'll take you with me on the live trip there. And sometimes I get 10,000 in the first walk, and sometimes I get like a third or half. And at the end of the day, around 7 p.m., typically I'll go live again on another walk just to make sure I'm hitting my 10,000 or connect and chat and whatever. Maybe I do another workout. Today I had about half before I started this walk, and we crushed it. We're over 11,000 now, and it's just on walking on the way home now. Yeah, I'm trying to get my steps in and inspire other people to, get up, get moving, Stop doom scrolling. I'm here to body double. I don't know if you know about that, but a lot of folks use my walks as body doubling. So I'm just there. We're chatting. Maybe they go podcast mode where they're just listening and doing dishes or something like that, or laundry. Um, so yeah, I'm here to body double you, so you can get things done. You're body doubling me while I do my walk and make sure I get my 10,000 steps. So it's beneficial mutually. And yeah. Hey, Chill Pill on TikTok, and I'm streaming on TikTok and YouTube. Anya says, "Whoa, that's really nice. That's really good. Thank you, Anya." BMC says, "I say that because Michael Jordan has 6 rings, LeBron has 4. LeBron James has the most turnovers in all time, and Michael Jordan only had one good teammate. LeBron had an all-star every time he won a finals." Okay, well, thank you for sharing. That makes sense, I would say. MJ's sounds better to me. You made a good case. But like I said earlier, I don't follow sports. So Anya says, "You are so disciplined." Well, Anya, I aim to be disciplined. I aim for consistency. I'm an actor and a stuntman, and when I don't have a gig, I still got to be ready. Still got to be in physical shape. Still got to be in mental shape to do all that those jobs require. Um, so yeah, I'll take gig work. I'll do crew. I'll do art, production assistant. All manner of work. I'll mow your lawn. I'll mow your lawn. I'll do almost anything. But gotta stay active. Gotta stay consistent with the movement. And health and wellness. I'm aiming for it. So but I am not all together, right? So don't think of that. Don't think that way about me. I'm imperfect as anyone else, and this is just my goal. So I'm doing my best. I actually haven't been going live because I've got some family stuff going on. I did have a gig working on that chemtrails thing, and then that was early mornings. So the last call was 4 a.m. BMC says, "But I'm tired, so I'm going to bed now." BMC, it has been really interesting chatting with you tonight. I hope that you have only good things, good spirits around you, um, and you have great dreams that you remember, and you can stay in that hypnagogic state when you wake up and write them all down. And I hope they're really good for you. So thanks for joining the chat and your subscription. I appreciate. It's been real fun chatting with you. So I hope you have a good night. Thanks for joining. Anya says, "I'm laying in bed, doom scrolling before bed." Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's a it's a normalized activity, and I'm not judging at all. I'm probably gonna do a bit of scrolling and messaging and all that stuff before I laid down for actual sleep, and it's after 1 here. So, but going on these walks, I'm not doom scrolling. There are screens in front of me, there's light and all that stuff, but I'm also moving my body and things like that. So hopefully, and I get to connect with you. How cool is that you're here? Thank you for joining and taking a minute to chat with me. I think it's really special, and I just want to use like the power of the internet to do more of that as opposed to the other stuff, you know, the doom scrolling. It's so easy to do, and you know, I want to be more connected with people, not less. It's easy to get in our echo chambers, especially right now with, you know, state of things. So I'm here. I'm here with you, and I care about you, and I appreciate you popping in. Chill Pill in the house. Gabriella, Paul Hagen over here on TikTok. It's a little quiet on TikTok tonight. Sometimes one platform is way more busy than the other. Tonight it's YouTube. YouTube is winning with the chats. Chill Pill gave me a heart. Thank you for the heart. Here's half. Here's half for you. Half that heart. Half that heart. Anya says it's very inspiring. Good job. Thank you. That's the idea. People inspire me, and I want to share that as well. Um, Anya says, my therapist says I'm a dirty sleeper. My sleep hygiene is all whack. Oh, man. We got to clean that up. Let's clean that up, Anya. Let's clean it up. I hear you. You're not alone. We are a nation of dirty sleepers, as it were. Um, it's too tempting. There's so many good vittles of information, visuals, and, just like humans love learning. We're just so curious, and there's so much information out there. And then you put it in video form. It's like the Library of Alexandria is just being read aloud to you. It's like, wow, mind blown every moment. The details, the rabbit holes, you know, the dopamine trail, the dopamine hits. They just keep coming, you know. So well. We are here. Chill Pill on TikTok says, think of it this way: every time you leave the house, it costs you money. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Unless you're on foot. Anya on YouTube says, of course, it's nice seeing you on here. My melatonin is about to kick in, so I'm going to snooze. Good luck. Get home safe and sleep well, right? Hence the melatonin. Yeah, I am home now, and it's going to look like I'm frozen, but I'm not. 11,307. So we did it. Yes, you can do it too. Anya, I hope you have sweet dreams. En le français, fais des beaux rêves, and uh, good night. Gute Nacht. Um, Jinkuya, thank you for joining. My pleasure. До свидания. До свидания. Да. Well, that kind of walking, as we say good night and thank you to Anya and to BMC and to Doggo524 and Aqua Plus. We also say good evening to Staying Positive, to Lori Brungy, and to Chill Pill. We wish you all the best. Good night. Until next time, always an honor and a pleasure. Always.